President Vladimir Putin had hoped the Ukraine capital Kiev would be under his control within days of entering Ukraine, but after 17 days of conflict, the capital remains under Ukraine's control. The president of Ukraine today said the only way Russia will take the city is if they raze it to the ground. Let's take a look at the latest situation in the Ukraine. Intense fighting continues around the capital. Troops are circling the edges of the city and are now around 24 kilometres away. In the south, Ukraine's military says Russian troops have captured the outskirts of Mariupol, but it is reportedly still under Ukrainian control. President Zelensky has accused Russia of kidnapping the mayor of the southern city of Melitopol. Fresh attempts to evacuate civilians from cities under siege are being complicated by constant Russian attack. Humanitarian corridors were opened earlier today to cities of Mariupol and Sumy and towns outside Kiev, but there was little success. Russian President Vladimir Putin has held a phone call with his German and French counterparts to discuss how to end war in Ukraine. The call lasted 75 minutes, where the leaders called for a ceasefire. A spokesperson for French President said Mr. Putin did not appear to be ready to end the war in Ukraine. Sky's Alastair Blunkel has more.
The Russian advance is still slow, much slower than the Kremlin thought or will admit to, but it is advancing. New satellite images show that the 40-kilometre convoy that was stalled and bogged down outside Kiev for more than a week has finally started to disperse. The Russians want to encircle the capital, but it hasn't proved easy so far and will probably only get harder for them as they get stretched thinner.
By no means will you put the people of Ukraine on their knees. Ukrainians are not afraid, and even in the occupied cities they go out unarmed on actions against the occupiers. We will kick you out of every inch of our land. We will not give up. Together we will withstand.
The Ukrainian government is furious about this. Russian forces have allegedly kidnapped the mayor of Melitopol, and it was caught on CCTV. And this was the reaction in the city itself. They want their mayor released. This does not look like a city about to succumb to occupation. In the last 48 hours, the Russians have been targeting Air Force bases to put Ukrainian fighter jets out of action. The Vasikliv base was hit this morning. On Saturday afternoon, the French President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor Olaf Scholz held a 75-minute phone call with President Putin. They've asked for an immediate ceasefire, but they've agreed to say nothing more about the content of the call for now, which is intriguing.
Our diplomats are working and discussing certain details of the agenda, one that can be discussed between us and Russia. I would like this to happen so that a settlement process, a peace process, can be started in reality, in practice, and not just in words. A process that would lead to ending the war. Processes for ending the war are being discussed. I am already happy to receive a signal from the Russian side in principle.
Time is running out for anyone left in Mariupol. It is surrounded and under siege. Conditions inside the city are desperate. The International Red Cross says that food and medicine has all but run out. There is no gas, and so there's no heating, and they're melting snow for water. They are literally being starved to death or surrender. Having failed to walk into the cities as liberators, Russia is now strangling the life out of them.